You ready to go? I got it. All right, so when you were young, our parents tell us that the world is ours for the taking. That literally everything in the world is within our realm of possibility. This concept is so strong in the American story and in the Jewish culture. However, at some point along the way, society starts to tell us that no, this storyline is wrong. We can't have everything we want. No, you can't have your Legos, no more playtime, no more juice. And we start to fear the word no. Then as we get older, the rejection only amplifies. We get cut from the school team, the soccer team, the tennis team. We can't get into the school play we want. And it's a huge shock to our ego because we're so used to being accepted by our parents and being told we can do anything we want. Yeah. Our successes push us into all these pre-made societal roles. We become jocks or dorks or something else in between. And this makes perfect sense because we're being rewarded for all the things we do well and punished for all the things we do badly. Getting out of those roles is really difficult. A lot of rejection, a lot of animosity. And we naturally fear being shunned by our peers because, frankly, that's just a personal judgment on who we are. We accept that as normal life even though we don't like to. The problem really is when we take that fear and we let it make us hesitate to try something new. Our psyches can come up with thousands of reasons why we might fail at something, and for whatever reason, we latch on to those individual items and let us convince us not to do things. Now this fear really reaches a crescendo when it comes to attracting the opposite sex, right? Someone who we like telling us that we're not stylish enough, not good looking enough, and judging us, that's a huge fear. So we avoid it for a long time. We pass notes, we have intermediaries, and even when we get older, we find ways of testing the waters before we really figure out and tell the other person what we feel. Now, luckily for us, we learn about alcohol. And life is fucking grand. I mean, there's no more fear. Unfortunately, this masks a really important concept, and we feel like being afraid in real life is okay. And what I'm here to say is it's not. Avoiding the issue and putting up with things that we don't like is not the right approach. If we want everything we want in our life, we're going to have to make ourselves at least a little bit vulnerable. Now we bring this up today because it's an integral part of the Hanukkah story. A bunch of these really nice, sensitive Jewish boys went up against the Greek army just because they believed in the freedom of their religion. They had no chance of success. Seriously, no one actually believed in them. But they had this gumption to try it anyway, to do what they loved. So you tell me why we can't do the same thing when our chances of failure are a hell of a lot less, and we're not going to get our head cut off when we fail. What we need to do, and the reason I'm speaking tonight, is we need to reframe our ideas about failure and rejection as an integral part of the learning process. It's simply just part of that learning process, one step on the path to success. We need to embrace it. Now, my personal view is that success is partly a numbers game. Therefore, a clear strategy is to knock on every freaking door. We're going to sell more Girl Scout cookies if we knock on all those doors. Now, we can't beat ourselves up every single time something goes badly. We're maximizing the number of attempts we take, so we're going to fail a lot. Now, we're learning a lot too, and we need to just pick ourselves up and try again. Now, as we improve, we should be continuously raising the bar, right? Try and climb bigger mountains, run longer races, and you know what? Even trying to convince our mate to do that threesome we always wanted. Now, talk to Dr. Jenny after the show if you're really interested in that. True learning and progress come from situations that stretch us beyond our boundaries and comfort zones. If you're being rejected a lot, that's probably a good indicator that we're pushing beyond what we're actually able to accomplish. Now, when was the last time that any of you guys were rejected? Take a second right now. I'm going to wait for a second and let this slide go. Think of that last time. I just got a tweet in my pocket. Now reframe that rejection as a step towards some ultimate success that you actually want. We're conditioned for fear of rejection, and we let that hesitate. Yeah, this is failure. All right. So the lesson is taught by a lot of successful people all over the world. I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. So go out there and do all the things you need to do. Don't be worried about failure.